with another video. Today, I got the Pixel 6a. So, this device isn't terribly new. It was just released a few weeks back, and I want to talk about it today. So, the 6.1-inch OLED screen. A little bit of controversy over this one, and people were saying that 60 hertz is questionable for a device in this category, and I would argue it's smooth. For me, this is smooth. Now, if you're coming from a 120 hertz phone, you might notice a difference, yeah, but honestly, it's not slow at all. Like, at all. See, I mean, if you're going to do that, sure. You're going to maybe see some choppiness, but that's not how I use the phone. I don't think that's how most people use their phones. They're not sitting there just scrolling really quickly like that. And even if you're one of those people that are like really scrolling through your Twitter feed or something, I don't think this is a deal breaker. I'm sorry. It's just, people keep referencing the Samsung A series, the A53. And yeah, it's a 120 hertz display, but you're also dealing with a mid-range processor, and you may get some choppiness, which I have seen firsthand. That can get kind of choppy if it starts to stutter a little bit. So I'd rather have a flagship chip and a 60 hertz screen that's going to be absolutely rock solid. So that's that. Cameras are using the same camera array for the main sensor here as the Pixel 5 and the 4a or the 4. And that's okay too. Their processing is still top quality. I've never taken a bad still with this. Like, that was, close up, and honestly, if you're gonna use this phone and you need zoom, sorry, it's still not it. It's only got, like, it maxes out at like 2x optical. It does do digital zoom, but anything past like 3 or 4x, it starts looking kind of like an oil painting. So that's any phone with a 2x optical, though. But you know, $449 US, this is a great phone. I'm sorry, I challenge you at this price point, spec for spec, you know, for flagship chip. It's got 128 gigs of storage, which is, you know, that's standard these days. I'm sure in a few years we'll be moving up to 256, but today's not that day. And some people might go, well, you know, stuff like the Samsung S22 Ultra has 10 times optical. I'm like, yeah, but that's an $1,100 phone. This is $449. And the other features that really sell this phone for me are Google Assistant, where I can, and also the feature where this will listen to my surroundings and tell me what song is playing. To me, that's super valuable. On the always on display, if a song is playing, it will identify it right about here, tell you the song name and the artist. Another feature I like, Google Assistant, like I said, is like the best in terms of dictation right now for me. Let me see if I can get this up. So the transcription service here, built into Google. So let's say I wanted to compose a text message. I'd like to send a text message about my bill. All right. And it does it. And it's still recording me. It's so accurate. I can't do this with Siri. With my iPhone 13 Pro Max I'm filming this on, I cannot get that kind of accuracy. Usually I have to be super articulate with my speech to get Siri to pick up all my words, because I tend to, my normal day-to-day speech, I tend to drag words together sometimes, and it doesn't always pick it up. So that's one other feature I love about this phone. Call blocker, spam blocker, this unparalleled. This still is the best at that for me. My iPhone will let me know if it's potential spam, but I still have to block the call. This actually has a virtual assistant that will pick up that call if I want it to screen it. And it will ask them to identify themselves, and then I'll get a transcription as they're speaking. 9 times out of 10, hangs up as soon as that digital assistant picks up, and I don't have to deal with the call. So that's valuable for me. Now look, what I was saying about dictation with this, I'm not saying other assistants are terrible at what they do. I'm just saying the dictation on this is superb. Frankly, I don't have to worry about adjusting it for any errors in the spelling. Maybe some grammar things here and there, but all of them might have that issue anyway. So what else? So one other thing I need to mention. Right now, we're kind of on the cusp of the Pixel 7 series coming out, probably around October-ish. And people are saying, well, at $449, you know, if the new 7's going to be, if the new 7's going to be $600, you know, why not just wait and get the more expensive new phone with the new Tensor chip? This is, even at $600, this is $150 cheaper than that. And most carriers are going to have this on sale with new lines or upgrades, probably free or very little money. At least here in the US it will be. And I just gotta say, you know, it's a really good phone for the money. And if you're ever on the fence about, you know, is a $449 phone like this worth it? Yes, it is worth it. But again, this is a budget option with flagship internal specs of having a Tensor chip, 6 gigs of RAM, an OLED screen. And I'm here to tell you that 60 hertz controversy over this phone is overblown. Sorry, it is overblown. So I have no reservations about recommending this to anybody in the market for a mid-range device. And it's kind of hard to call this mid-range, by the way, because of those internal specs. But given the build quality, so this is a plastic back. This is in chalk. They're white. They're white. It's called chalk. You can also see this is significantly smaller. This camera bump, the camera bump here, this is significantly smaller than that of the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro. So that was another plus for me. And honestly, they've done a great job with making that back feel as close to plastic, or as close to glass rather, as they could. But I really am enjoying this device. The software experience is a sell for me. The dictation, Google Assistant, all of that. All the Google features, all the googly things. And again, picture quality is what we've come to expect from Google Pixel phones. That's all I got to say about this for my initial review. Might do some camera comparisons with it. We'll see. But thank you for watching this, and thank you for coming to watch videos on my small channel here. Really appreciate anybody coming by and hanging out with me to watch my content. So thank you. I will see you in the next video. Take care.